When we talk about Indigenous people in Australia, the term covers both Aboriginal people and Torres Strait Islanders. So Aboriginal people are the traditional owners, the first peoples of the Australian mainland, of which we also include Tasmania, although it's an island down the bottom, we can't forget that. Those cultures, of which there were over 500 different nations, 500 different language groups, so incredibly diverse. Cultures from the north of Australia down to the very cold parts of what's now Tasmania, had been here for over 60,000 years. It's actually now quite a lot of evidence that that was closer to 80 or 85,000 years. So a very strong continuous culture. So that's the Aboriginal side of it. And then we've got the Torres Strait, which are the archipelago islands to the north, and they're estimated to have been populated between about 6,000 and 8,000 years. And that culture is a little bit more Polynesian than the mainland cultures, but still very much a part of social and political conversations. So Indigenous is a term that really means Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander. More and more, the term First Nations is used to describe people in Australia. And actually more and more, many Aboriginal people prefer to be known by their actual nation, the one of 500 plus nations. So for myself, I'm part of two nations that are called Gamilaroi and Yuwalarai. So it would be more often for me to introduce myself as a Yuwalarai Gamilaroi woman as opposed to an Aboriginal woman. So over time, we've seen a change in the language that has probably reflected the fact that a lot of these cultures are now revitalising, the language is being revitalised, and people are, after having had several generations of being disconnected from their country, coming back to their culture. So it's a bit of a movable feast when it comes to the names, but reflective of how dynamic our cultural situation still is.